Okay, I present to you exercise 2.6 question 20. I just give you one single example for this one, then in class I'll give you more work to do, right, from the 10-year series. So just take some time, read question 20, alright, and then we will start. So first, right, we know that the capacity of the petrol tank is 60 liters. The petrol consumption rate of the car is X liters per 100 km and X minus 2 liters per 100 km. For a full tank of 60 liters, expressed in terms of X, number of kilometers that the car can drive. Okay, so basically what is this is on city roads. Alright, 20 part 1. So it is X liters per 100 km. So now what we know is X liters for 100 km. So if you think about it, right, we want to find 1 liter can travel how many km. So 1 liter, alright, what I do is I divide by X. Okay, X divided by X is 1. So here 1 liter can drive me 100 over X km, like this. So they ask you for 60 liters. So 1 to 60 I multiply by 60. Here to here I also multiply by 60. So I get 6,000 over X km. So therefore on city roads, okay, the car can travel 6,000 over X km, like this. Okay, for 20 part 2, similar idea. Okay, for highways, so I write there on highways. Okay, from above we know that we have 1 liter will bring me 100 over X. Okay, first, right, or X minus 2 per 100 km. So first I say X minus 2 liters, okay, will bring me 100 km. 1 liter, okay, divide by X minus 2 will bring me 100 over X minus 2 km. Now they ask 60 liters, so 60 liters will be 6,000 X minus 2 km multiplied by 60 as well. So what I get is on highways I will be able to drive 6,000 divided by X minus 2 km. That is 20 part 2, A part 2. Now 20B, for 60 liters of petrol, the car can drive 200 km longer on highways than on city roads. So basically is this, on highways it can travel 200 km more than drive on city roads. So basically they say that form an equation and show that it reduces to x squared minus 2x minus 60. So for B, part 1, what happens is this, I take the distance driven on highway. Okay, they say that you can drive 200 km more on highway. So 200 km more means if I take the distance that I drive on a highway minus the distance that I drive on the city road, the distance I can travel more is 200 km. So I repeat one more time, distance on the highway minus the distance on the city road, according to the question. Okay, I can drive 200 km more. The most important part of this is actually to be able to write down this equation. Next one, this is a fractional equation. What I do is multiply by X times X minus 2. So what I get is 6,000 times X minus 6,000 times X minus 2 equals to 200 times X minus 2. Then I will start to simplify everything. So what I get is 6,000x minus 6,000x plus 12,000 equals to 200x squared minus 400x. So if I just collect all my terms, 6,000x minus 6,000x is 0, then negative 200x squared, okay, plus 400x plus 12,000 is equals to 0. So next thing here is this, I can reduce this equation by dividing throughout by negative 200. So I get is x squared minus 2x minus 60 is equals to 0, and I have shown, okay, that it reduces to this. So right there, shown. for 20b part 1. Okay, 20b part 2 works like this. They say solve the equation. So x squared minus 2x minus 60 is equals to 0. You notice that many of the things that we have done before, now we have to actually use it now. So first thing is, I notice that a is equals to 1, b is equals to -2, and c is equals to -60. So I apply the quadratic formula, okay, minus -2 plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then I carry on. I say that x is equals to 2 plus minus square root of 244 over 2. What happens here is this: my x value is 8.81, or my x value is equals to -6.81. Both of them are correct to 3SF. So in the end, okay, notice that you do not reject the negative answer here, because they say solve the equation. So you just do that, you just solve the equation and leave it as x equals to -6.81. So finally, in part 3, what happens here is this: find the distance that the car can drive on city roads with 40 liters of petrol. So again, same thing on city roads. So on city roads, right, x liters will give you 100 km. Okay, 1 liter will give you 100 over x km. So for 60 liters, 60 liters? No, they said 40 liters. So for 40 liters, the car can drive 4000 over x km. So down here, what I can write here is this: the distance will be equals to 4000 over x, which is 8.81. And in the end, what I get is 454 km, which is correct to 3 significant figures. And we are done with the example for exercise 2.6.